Hey folks, Joshua here. Welcome back to Blueprints. So for those of you watching the series, last time was a little bit of a rough run. We started out very well, and then I got progressively more and more frustrated by the game's RNG systems. And so I've made a resolution to just stop trying to strategize and accept whatever the mansion gives me on any given day. So it's gonna mean things are gonna be a little bit slower than I would like and take more time. But hopefully I will enjoy the experience more. We're starting out today with 20 extra steps, which is very nice. Let's grab our allowance and let's head out to the outer room and see what we can draft for today. The extra steps are definitely welcome. And we'll see if we can make something interesting happen, learn something new, maybe solve a puzzle, open a safe, get a letter. But again, I'm not going to try to do anything. I'm just going to see what the game gives me and do my best to work with it. So here we have the tool shed, the root cellar, and the hovel. Since we have the extra steps, the hovel seems like a good possibility, as then we won't be as reliant on gems to draft rooms. Root cellar is okay, but we don't know if we're going to get the shovel. And then 2 special items could be really strong. Okay, so in the spirit of taking what the game gives me, since we have the extra steps, we'll go with the hovel today. That'll let us draft rooms for steps instead of gems. There's the notice of termination. I can't remember if there's a possibility for there to be an item in here. We've already turned this, right? That turned that off, so let's turn it back. Apparently this is a permanent change. Okay, so we'll leave that as it was. There does not appear to be an item in here. So I don't know if it makes sense to come in here when we draft it. It costs a step to enter and a step to leave. So it's 2 steps to come in and check to see if there is an item. I'm not sure if there can be. What does this room count as? Bedroom? Yeah, I guess it's technically a bedroom. So there can be items in here. What is this? We've seen this. 2 wings, 9 ranks, antechamber sealed, 2 starting rooms, 45292 in colors. I have a screenshot of this, but I don't know what it means. Hey, Pila, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. Oh, did GTA 6 get delayed? I did not hear about that. Oh, that's a little bit disappointing, isn't it? I know a lot of people are looking forward to that game. I certainly am. I played GTA 5, the campaign, I think 3 times. I just had a blast with it. It was a great game. All right. Let's see what we want to draft today. Let's get started. So, key, bedroom, hallway with more exits seems good. Let's do that first. Take a quick peek around, make sure we're not missing an item. Doesn't look like it. I almost never find... I can't remember ever finding an item in a hallway. All right, over here, what do we have? So this would not be adjacent to a bedroom. That's kind of a waste. The storeroom seems like a good idea. The parlor, we don't need the gems. And the key and the coin are welcome, so let's grab the storeroom here. I'll take the gems anyway. I don't think we've ever found a use for them other than drafting, so I'm not sure how good that is to have them, but maybe we find the freezer, you know? If we find the freezer, and we have like 20 gems saved up, we can store them for tomorrow. All right, so commissary seems like a good idea. We've only got 8 coins now, but we might need it later. We're on day 17 and the sale's on day 20 and 21, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Security where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory, right? We know all of that. Didgeridoo blocks is still not powered on. Let's see what's for sale today. I don't need a gem. I don't think I need the magnifying glass. I'll take a shovel for 6 coins. Could be handy. We could get some keys or coins that way. All right, so let's head east. We can do another dead end here if we want. Let's see. I guess we go observatory here. Yeah, I think we go observatory here. Because Den gets us an exit, but we have one from the Foundation. This is better if we draft it adjacent to a bedroom. So let's go Observatory and take our star benefit for today. That puts us at 17. 17 stars. Before we do this, because we know it can be negative, let's check our clue book. Now, where's the list of star things? It's later in the run, or later in the playthrough. Somewhere in the observatory. Let's see. Is it this? No. Here it is. So 17 is the twins, Farmer's Apple, and Clavis the Key. Okay, the twins, Farmer's Apple, and Clavis the Key. So the twins, 2 trunks in the entrance hall. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clavis the Key, +1 key. Okay, so we get 2 trunks in the entrance hall. Apples give us extra steps. And we get a key. All right, we'll take that. If we knew how to get into the apple orchard, that would be fantastic. All right, so we're gonna have to backtrack to the entrance hall here. It got delayed a year? Wow. Well, you know what? Here's what I have to say about that. It sucks for the people who were waiting for it, and it's unfortunate that they announced it so early and then couldn't meet the date. But that means they're not gonna release it in a buggy, unfinished, like, state, right? It's not gonna be... It's not going to run it's not going to have performance problems. There's not going to be bugs. If they need that extra time, I say give it to them. And hopefully they don't, that means they don't put their employees in crunch either. Okay, so we'll head west first. Let's see what we get. So pantry for coins could be nice, but you know what would be great is if we got the spare bedroom here and then we're able to build the bedroom closet. We'd have to get lucky to draft it, but let's see if we can do that. I haven't yet to build that thing, so I want to see how it works. This is a bedroom, so we can see an item in here, but apparently we're not going to. Okay, bedroom closet, very nice. I would like the coat check to get the broken lever out, but I really want to do this. Let's get our 4 items here. See what we pick up. Okay, some nice pickups here. First of all, we get the key card. That's fantastic. Second of all, we get the lucky rabbit's foot to get more items. Love that. And we grab a key. And the gem's not great, but again, perhaps we find the freezer later. All right, so now we got to go back to the entrance hall and draft our way north. We do have these 2 trunks. I don't think I want to open them with keys right now. Okay, so we have to get an exit north. We don't have to. Ideally, we get an exit north and west. But we have to get at least one of them, because otherwise the run's over. So Den gets us an exit west. Pantry and guest bedroom are Den in, so we have to go Den here. Again, we have only one exit right now, which is the exit from this room. So there's another trunk. So now we've got 3 trunks available. We'd love to find the sledgehammer. Find or buy the sledgehammer would be nice. All right, so this is our only exit on the map. We need to be careful. Corridor works. Courtyard, I have the shovel, so we could get some diggables in here. But I don't think this is the time to use it. Because either way, we only get one exit. So corridor's always unlocked. I think we go corridor here. Now we have to get an exit north or the run is over. Okay, so the run is over. Right? I gotta say, that's pretty frustrating. That's pretty damn frustrating. To get 3 FU in the faces from the draft, that's really annoying. There's nothing I can do. Is there any way to... No, the run's just over. Just a completely wasted day because of the RNG. Three rooms. Not a single one has an exit north. Oh, that's annoying. Is there anything else I can do before I call this day a total waste? And it's a day that I had a nice benefit on too. I gotta say, as much as I'm trying to like be zen about this and accept what the game gives me, the RNG is very frustrating. Nook is useless. Bedroom we've seen before. Patio. Yeah, I don't have the pump room, so I can't get into the pool. I don't have the tomb, so I can't get into the underground. I don't know how to unlock the padlock to the apple orchard. So this day is just a complete bust. What a disappointment. What a disappointment, man. All right, day 18 it is. We'll try again. Man, that really sucks. I had those 20 extra steps. It was going to be a good day. And then the RNG just... Ugh. All right, we'll try again. That is very frustrating. All right. I think the trading post is interesting here. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spread 5 coins in the tomb. So, excuse me. One good thing about the tomb, if we build it early, like this, is that we could come back and get a bunch of money later at the cost of steps. Whereas the trading post might have items we haven't seen. Root cellar is tough without the shovel. And if you find the shovel later, you can backtrack, but then you need steps. You need less steps to deal with the tomb, especially if you can get the garage built. I think we're going to go trading post today. And then we'll come back if we find a bunch of items and see if we can trade anything. So I'll save the 2 steps by not going in now. We'll just try and remember that we have the trading post available, and we'll hopefully pick up some items. All right, back in we go to try again. Let's see. I like the hallway for the extra exits. Let's grab that. Storeroom works. Yeah, Expedition 33 looks fantastic. That's the next game I'm going to play, and I'm very excited to try it out. What do we want to do here? All right, let's go this way. All right, spare bedroom's a dead end, so's corridor. I guess I'll... put the chapel here. Since I have no choice about this square, I'll put the chapel here and then just not enter it. At least that takes it out of my draw pool. All right, let's go west now. East was kind of crappy. Let's see what we get here. Den's very nice. Pantry's nice too, but Den has more exits. I think maybe... I need to prioritize exits more, maybe. When I'm looking at what rooms to make. And we got a locked trunk. All right. All right, so another key. Or the boudoir. I think we'll go Nook for the key here. And we really need to get an entrance to the foundation here so that we can get over here and kind of avoid locking off the east wing. All right, let's go Nook. There's our key. Doesn't appear to be anything else today. Wait, what is this? Oh, the coupon book. I'll take that. I wonder if that's a tradable item at the trading post. All right, so West Wing Hall's very nice. Let's take that. Continue east here. So I definitely want to get across to here or north. What do I want here? I have an exit north there. This is another exit north. The commissary actually is probably a good purchase here because we have the trading posts. I don't know what's available or what'll be available. We only have 8 coins, but building this now means it's around later. So I think we'll go commissary here. We'll burn the gem to get that built. And we'll see what's for sale. So Sledgehammer gets us into the box. Sleeping Mask gives us more steps across the day. I think we go Sledgehammer first. Oh, right, and because of the coupon book, it only costs us 7. That's not bad. Plus, it's an item we can trade. Now, we did have... Where did we have the box? I should have made a note of it. But it was either... I think it was in the den? I want to go back and find that box. I think it was in here. There it was. Okay, what did you have? Ooh, worth doing, definitely. 4 gems. Nice. Okay. So from here, we've got our 2 exits north. I don't think it makes sense to spend another step going into the commissary unless we have to. So let's build off north from the west wing first and hope we get a good draw. Okay, corridor takes us north, bedroom takes us east. We do have another exit here from the entrance hall if we need it. I think we go bedroom. We'll check for items. Sleeping mask, very nice. That's going to help us with steps. Okay, I'll take that. That's also an item I can trade, theoretically. All right, so we definitely need to get to the foundation here. So moving east is important. Pantry, probably a no. Nursery, I would love to have, but then I have to backtrack to the entrance hall. You know what? Okay, so we could have another run ender here if we get 3 dead ends. But I think the nursery is worth drafting. Gets us more steps, and that combined with the sleeping mask means we're kind of good for the day. We should get 5 for entering. There we go. Okay, and we can check for an item. So everything depends on us not getting screwed at this last entrance at the entrance hall. Lucky Rabbit's Foot is nice. No money for the commissary, so we'll go back through the nook. All right. So we got to get an exit north here, or the run is over. Another trash day would be awful. All right, here's the spare bedroom. That does get us the exit north, and we get 10 steps for building and entering. Looks like we're going to pick up an orange too for 5 more steps. Not bad. Okay, so we're doing very well on steps. We have some items, so we could go back to the trading post and see what we could get for them, but I think we'll hold off on that for now. We'll try to gather more first. All right, so pantry's a dead end. Workshop doesn't work for me. Observatory doesn't work because it doesn't get me into the foundation. Workshop's interesting. We can combine inventory to create new items, and I have found a broken lever in here. The way these rooms generate reminds you of the Binding of Isaac. Interesting. Yeah, observatory doesn't work. Pantry doesn't work. We have to go workshop here. Okay, so I've only been in here once before. All right, we picked up the magnifying glass. There's another letter here today. I've seen this have a T, an H, and an A. So I'm not sure what that means. Is this a clue to a puzzle? Is this a clue about the state of the mansion? Maybe there's a, like, maybe seeing this gives me some kind of information about what might be what might be in my draw pool, or what might be more lucky to do today. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can combine anything. Sledgehammer doesn't combine with anything. Magnifying glass doesn't combine with anything. Coupon book doesn't combine with anything. Yeah, nothing combines with anything. All right, so I don't have the right items to make a new tool. Okay, so we'd like ideally 3 exits. Priority would be east to get into the foundation here. So I think parlor works. Each of the, yeah, so ideally I would like more than 1 exit, but if I have to choose, this gets me closer to the foundation, which has a spare exit, so we'll go parlor here. We'll pick up whatever gems we get, plus maybe we're lucky and there's another item in here. There's the wind-up key. Doesn't look like we get a spare. Let's solve the puzzle. 2 of these statements are true. The statement on the blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Okay, so that, if that's false, if that's true, and that's true, then this has to be false, which tells us that they would be in the black box. If this is true, and this is false, they can't be. They can't, wait, it can't be true and this be false. If this is false, and this is false, then this would have to be true. Either way, they're in the black box. Okay. All right, so this is our only exit right now. We'd love to go down into the foundation, but the priority is just being able to leave. Wow, locked this early? Okay. Yeah, I saw they raised prices on a bunch of stuff. This gets us into the foundation and gets us some coins, and we have the commissary, so that's a good thing. This is a run-ender. This goes north. So here we get into the foundation, and we have to get an exit north and another exit north if we do this. We have to get 2 norths in a row in order to be able to continue the run. Whereas if I build this, we can definitely continue northward. So this is a bit of a gamble to build the pantry here. And there are benefits. I think maybe we just give up on some of these rooms. Although not being able to get to the foundation at all would be bad. Yeah. So do I think I'm gonna need to go into the foundation today? Because the likelihood we get back down to there is essentially 0. I could maybe build the pool, drain the fountain, and get into the underground that way. I think I'd rather have the coins and risk and just try to, you know, try to get 2 norths in a row. Might be a run-ender again. But you know what? So what? We'll just go on to day 19. They've been crappy runs anyway. I don't have the shovel. I have the sledgehammer, yeah, so I can't dig this dirt. Okay. All right, so now we need 2 norths in a row. Let's see if we get lucky or not. Okay, East Wing Hallway, very nice. There's a very small chance we get like a dice down here to help us in the event of a very bad problem with this door, so we'll go south first. See what we get. Let's see. Coat check. To get the broken lever could be good. We don't need the steps from the boudoir right now. I would like to build the observatory for whatever benefit we could get from it, but I think just in case we make our way into the antechamber, let me go to the coat check and grab the lever. I mean, I'm trying to work with what the game gives me, right? I'm trying to accept what the game gives me. So, to the best of my ability, when something like that comes up, I need to accept it. All right, we have to get an exit north to continue the run. Let's see. Okay, drawing room does it. So we're going drawing room. Still have no effing clue how to solve this safe. All right, I picked this up. Magnifying glass. I don't even remember picking it up. Should I mess around with this and try and figure it out again? I don't know what to... I mean, the only thing we know is that 8 dates crack 8 safes. Something to do with these paintings tells me about a date, but I have no idea what it would be. This we could brute force. It would take forever, but we could brute force all the safes really by just putting in... It would take, what, 12 times 30, roughly? It would take 365 entries, basically, to brute force them. Assuming they're all 2-digit for month and 2-digit for day. What might be a date related to the room, though? It's a drafting room. I still feel like all these paintings have to mean something. But, let's see. You know, we have the drafting books. Where's the drafting books? Is there a date here? January issue. So that's a month. But I don't think that's a date, really. Some of these I labeled as dates. So if I sort by name... We do have some dates. So like August 22, Swimbird. January 27th, Swimbird. November 11th, someone was detained. November 17th, she dropped her publisher. Like none of that seems related to this room. February 21, our mom disappeared. There's a date on this, but so what is this? 7/5, July 5th? I don't see how that's relevant. 45292? This could be considered related to drafting. 45292, I don't see how that's a date, but all right, let's try July 5th and 45292, I guess. 45292. That doesn't work. And then 0705, July 5th. That doesn't work. Okay. What else do we have dates on? Drafting strategy. So Kim Thompson borrowed this on September 5th, and I borrowed it on November 13th. You wouldn't think it would be the day that I borrowed it, but that's a couple different possibilities. 0905 and 1113. Those are the days that we borrowed this drafting strategy book. Lady Epson was June 15th, 0615. And that's kind of all the dates I have. So... Oh, 06, 05. No. July 4th. July 4th, they drafted the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence. I don't know. All right. Still no idea how to solve that puzzle. It's very, I feel like it has something to do with the paintings, but I need another clue. I need something else here to help me understand. This is Herbert's room, so maybe it's Herbert's birthday if we knew that. Or the date of his death, which I guess would be 1104. November 4th, I think he died. Or maybe the 3rd. That doesn't work. What about the day we arrived? 1107. No. All right. Okay, so this is our only exit. Let's see what we draft here. So, kitchen or corridor, or we could redraw here. I don't think I want the kitchen if I have any money at all because we built the item trade. I would have spent it at the commissary. So we could go corridor, but I'd like to go west. I don't really want to spend the gem on the kitchen because it's not helpful to me. So this is very risky. We shouldn't get 3 dead ends. I say that, but it could happen. Let's see. 2 dead ends and the dark room. All right. Dark room's not that bad. Gives us 2 exits. And the red part of it with this going out isn't that bad. This is a problem, though. I have 6 gems. I wish you could look at the room directory from here. Because, like, this could be the security room, which I would love to have. Like, I could at least try to know which rooms cost 1 gem. I think I'm going to take the risk to build this and see what it is. What is this? The kitchen. Okay. I guess I'll leave that running, and if we build the pump room, I'll flood the kitchen and see what that does. What do we have for exits net right now? We have 2 exits north, so we're struggling with the whole western side of the mansion right now. It is what it is. I'm not going to obsess over it. Okay, there doesn't appear to be an item. I don't need the steps, so I'm not going to buy any food. Boiler room would get us 10 more for later, just something to keep in mind. All right. Yeah, corridor and bedroom are not non-starters for me. Because it blocks off so much of the grounds. I guess we have to go boudoir here, which will get us... Did we have the sleeping mask? Yeah, it'll get us, and we built the nursery, so that'll get us a bunch of steps. That's good. I think we can retake the gem in here. I'm not sure, but I think we can retake the gem in here if we put 1225 again. Am I right about that or not? Yeah, we can retake the gem, so that's good to know. There have been there's 2 other safes that I've opened that I don't fully remember what the dates were. The one in the office we brute forced, I think it was March 3rd or something, and then I don't remember where the other one. The other one was in the shelter in the outer room. Okay, so we do have an exit from the dark room, although because we can't see what we're drafting, we could screw ourselves there. We got to be real careful here. I would love something heading south, but let's see what we get. All right, dining room, fantastic. Cloister, we don't know how to use. It seems important. It costs 3 gems to build. You can't get into this thing in the center. Although, hold on. I had a picture at one point of the cloister. I don't know if I kept it or not. Because the thing in the middle, the statue, reminds me of the statues that we... I don't think I have it. Oh, I need to sort this by date again. Yeah, this. Are you holding something? Yeah, look at this. He's holding the scepter. This is the king that we saw in the tomb. So if I adjust the statue in the tomb, I wonder if that does something here. All right, we might want to try to, if we get a chance to build the tomb, we might want to prioritize building the cloister. I think that might be important. All right, something to think about in the future. For now, we're going to build the dining room. All right, this is good. This gets us 2 exits, including one heading south. It gets us a little bit of a chance to do something with the west wing here. A little bit more money. That's nice. Dinner isn't served until we hit rank 8, and we don't need the steps right now anyway. So we got 2 things to do with the work. 2 things to do with the items we found. There's the workshop. We might be able to combine some items there. I know we can put the sledgehammer and the broken lever together, but it requires a third thing that I don't think we've ever seen, or we don't know what it is. All right, so here, this door, we have to get an exit west, or it's pointless. So, wine cellars 3, keys for sale. Yeah, we're not getting the west exit, sadly. So what makes more sense here? Well, I could get the lockpicking kit, maybe. Or a special key from the locksmith. We have the opportunity to earn and spread coins here. Plus, there's a computer in here. In case we find an upgrade disc. But it's 2 gems. We've only got 6. I kind of feel like if we're going to have a dead end here anyway, I might as well pick up the 3 coins. I might regret not building the locksmith, though. Or having a computer. There is a safe here, so we could get 1 gem back by reopening it. As for spreading the coins... I can't remember how that works, but without the conference room, I'm not sure I want to do that. You know, 6 gems feels like a lot, but it's really not. I think we'll go wine cellar here. You know, I think I tried this, but what is this? This is... MCCXIII. That should be 1213. I think. Let me double check this. MCCXII. Roman numerals. Yeah. 1213. Okay, so I'm not misremembering that. That could be considered a date. You've got the swan, the 2 spades. I have a picture of this. This has to do with the family, right? That's the Sinclair thing on the left and the Epson family on the right. Not sure about the 2 spades, but the swan is their motif, their symbol. So 1213. How is that used? That's a year. Not sure. All right, so we do have an exit from the dark room here, but it's pretty reckless to go that way, so we want to prioritize this. We'd like to go south or west if possible in the dining room here. But actually, now that I think about it, okay, we've got options here. But the more exits we can get, the better. All right, this is our only key. That could be another run ender if we run out of keys. Lab gets us heading south. Furnace is just a non-starter. Lab gets us going south, and we have the opportunity to come back west and up from there. We have the dark room and an emergency. Clock tower, I think, is a non-starter here, since it's a dead end. So I guess we go lab. This does also get us a computer terminal. Just take a quick gander around here. So this machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. So the boiler room can be from that direction, I guess. I guess it can only be from that direction, or... Looks like maybe it could be from this direction as well. So, like, if we could build the boiler room here, we'd have power. But I don't see how that's going to work. Like, the RNG to line up the boiler room with some of these rooms that use it just seems impossible to me. It seems like you do 20 runs, like waste hours and hours and hours just waiting for the luck to hit you. Heating and cooling curves. I have a copy of this, but I still don't know what it means. Water melting point at 1 ppt to 5.5 ppt. So ice, melting point at 0. Room temperature at like, was that 20 degrees Celsius? And then complete thaw, and it says cooler is unaffected, which I also have a screenshot of. Doesn't appear to be any items. I guess we should do an experiment. So what do we want? Ooh. For each bedroom you draft after your second, whenever you draft an archive floor plan, or each time you unlock or bypass a security door, set your dice to 2. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house, or set your dice to 2. How many hallways do I have in the house right now? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 hallways. So what does that mean again for this experiment? So I gain 1 key here. Which I don't have any keys right now. Dice lets me dice lets me choose more stuff to draft. So this would be good for picking what I want. But the problem is I could pick all I want, but if I don't have keys, I'm not getting in. Do I have... No, I think this was last run. Last run I had the key card, right? Yeah, I don't have the key card this time. We haven't built the security room. So am I more likely to draft a bedroom or bypass a security door? I think I want the keys, because the dice would be nice, but if I get locked out, I can't progress no matter what I draft. This depends on us either finding the key card or drafting the security room. So this is unlikely to happen. There's a good chance this can't happen. Whereas drafting bedrooms could definitely happen. So I think we're going to do this. All right. So where do we stand? If this door is locked, then the dark room's our only exit. Let's see. That's locked, of course. So at least we can draft a bedroom out of... Well, we don't know what we're going to draft, do we? All right, so the run might be over again. We either need to get a key or an exit north heading here. Boy. The RNG in this game is kind of obnoxious. It's really ruining what was an otherwise fantastic game for me. By this point in the run, they should have given me tools to control... They should have given me, like... some way to draw a particular room that I want, even if it's only once per run. Oh, that's locked too. All right, so the run's over. Boy, what a piece of shit feeling to just get completely destroyed by RNG. It's, man, it is really ruining the game for me. It's making the game feel so bad. The only thing I can try right now before we leave is to go back to the trading post. We can stop in at the commissary because I got tons of steps. So we can at least see if there's some... I guess there could be a key here of some kind, or like maybe the lockpicking kit. So potentially if we get the lockpick kit and can pick one of these locks, maybe the run's not completely dead. But how do I get where I want to go? I gotta go... Okay, so I gotta go drawing room, East Wing Hall, foundation, pantry, parlor, workshop. And then I gotta go around here to get to the commissary to see if I can spend any money. Alright, so... drawing room, East Wing Hall, foundation. And then left it to the workshop. I still can't combine anything here, right? Well, I knew about the broken lever. Oh. Oh, looks like I can combine something. So sledgehammer, broken lever, and lucky rabbit's foot? Oh. What is this? So I can attach this to anything? No, I can attach this to the... Wait, what happened there? I can attach it, it seems. Oh, I can just put it out on the, okay. Yeah, I knew about the sledgehammer and the broken lever, but whatever the third item is, I don't know what it is. So maybe I'll hold on to both of those if we go to the trading post. All right, so let me go spare bedroom, entrance hall, den, nook, west wing, hall, commissary. All right, so we're going forward and then right through. Okay. Fortunately, we have the steps to make this all work. I already used the sledgehammer there. Do we think there's anything for sale here? I mean, I guess I'll take the running shoe since it's the only thing I can take. Do we think the running shoes would combine with anything? We have enough steps. We might as well go check it out. All right, running shoes. Do you combine with anything? No. Okay. So out we go to the trading post to see what's available there. We'll see if we can trade away anything other than the sledgehammer and the broken lever for things that either a lockpick kit, if it's available, or maybe something we can combine. Because I feel like combining something might be a permanent change. All right, coupon book gets me car keys. Sure. Well, hold on. Sleeping mask gets me salt shaker. Rabbit's foot gets me metal detector. Running shoes gets me a silver key. I'll take that. That actually lets us continue the run. Silver key gets me a lockpick kit. Ooh. Now this we know will open one door. This has a chance to open doors. You know what? I will take this just to see how it works. What does lockpick kit trade for? I'll take the... We're out of coins anyway. I'll take the car keys. Rabbit's foot for the metal detector. Yep. Magnifying glass. What does lockpick get me? Broken lever. So this is interesting. You can retrade items that you get. Metal detector for the compass seems good. That's more doors north. But the metal detector might combine with the sledgehammer or the... So what do I not need? I kind of need the sleeping mask still, if the run's going to continue. Metal detector or compass? Compass kind of locks you into going north, so I think I'll keep the metal detector. I don't really need the magnifying glass, so I think I'll take the salt shaker here, just in case we get some food. Lockpick. What is that? What is that? Just one ordinary key? No, we have the... Car keys for the compass. So you can come back here and trade as many times as you want. All right. This is kind of... Okay, this is kind of interesting. This trading post might be more valuable than I thought. All right, so we got two things we want to check on. First, we want to go back to the workshop and see if we can combine anything. And second, we want to test out this lockpick kit and see if it works on any of those doors. We've got two exits, right? Laboratory and darkroom. If the lockpick kit opens one of them, the run continues. All right, okay. So... I have to go this way anyway. So let me go through the workshop. We got a bunch of new items. Maybe we can combine something. Let's see. Alright, so sledgehammer and broken lever. Doesn't work with lockpick. Doesn't work with salt. Doesn't work with metal detector. Okay. Metal detector's new. Works with the lockpick kit. Pick sound amplifier. Oh, there's an assemble. Hold on, there's an assemble button? No, yeah, this wanted something else. All right, so we actually have our first item here. Pick sound amplifier. Okay. This is important to know, I guess. You assembled a useful pick sound amplifier. Greater chance of picking high sensitivity locks. Okay. New piece of knowledge that's going to help us out, I think, over the course of the playthrough. So now we go up to the dark room and see what we get there, if we're able to pick that lock or not. Yeah, okay. Pick sound amplifier. Worked, I guess. I guess it just worked. All right, so you never know with the gem doors, but 2 gems seems like it's expensive enough that it should have an exit. Let's see what we get. We do have an exit. Okay, we got the drafting studio. Oh, interesting. Okay. This run is better than I was feeling 10, 15 minutes ago, thanks to the item trade stuff. So, okay. Oh, this is today's layout. And we know the date, Tuesday, November 24th. The Great Hall partitioning plan. So we can actually see... So if we build the Great Hall, that's why that one room has that thing. So back left, no. Middle door heads left. And then that corner door heads right. I think I'm just for today, I'm gonna screenshot this. Just in case we build this, knowing which doors actually open into something is going to be helpful. All right. Let's take our benefit here. We can permanently add floor plans. Okay. Dormitory. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a drafting room, gain 10 steps. So it's a step thing. The trouble with this is like, I don't know if it's stacked. So let's say I build 3 drafting rooms and then enter this. Do I get 30 steps? Or do I have to backtrack each time? Oh, look at this. The kennel. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. And it has an exit. Solarium's interesting too. You're more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. I think for the purpose, like this is a nice utility piece to have, as is this. But I think for the purposes of advancing the playthrough, I think the solarium is the way to go. A quaint floral sitting room surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. This room is ideal for tea in the afternoons or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. Yeah. I think we got to take solarium here. All right, so now we have 2 exits and the lock-picking thing. Looks like I was able to pick it again. We haven't got a good way to guarantee green rooms here. Although finding keys would be nice. Conference room gets us 2 exits. Did I have the dining room built in this run? Yeah, I did. So if we get to rank 8, we get food there. I think for the exits and the possibility of collecting keys at some point, or whatever we can spread through the house, I think we go conference room here. And I think at this point, with those... Okay, so there's 2 things we could do. You know what? I need the steps. So I am going to go up to rank 8 here to unlock the dining room food, and then we're going to backtrack to the laboratory. Yeah, nothing in here yet. Right? Okay. Okay, greenhouse lets us get into the antechamber. Yes. And I have a way into the foundation. Okay, all right, okay, okay. This might be a very interesting run. Dinner is served. Which one's gonna open here? The bottom one? Okay. Okay, all right. This just got interesting. Do we get the shovel in here? No. All right, is there anything else to pick up? Anything of value? What is it? Oh, there's a gem in that. There's a gem in that thing. And we do get the shovel. Okay, all right. Key? No, unremarkable rock. There's another gem here. Holy shit, I missed that the first time I was here. Okay. What I really need is... Well, I guess I have the lockpick kit. Turnip's nice. Okay, you know, I was bummed. It seemed like this run was done, and then the trading house saved everything. This now seems like it might be the best run yet. Okay. So we're going to hold off on this exit for now and make our way back to the laboratory, passing through the dining room to get fed. We don't have a boiler room. I could draft this now on the off chance we get the boiler room before passing through the dining room, I guess. Let's see what we get here. Okay. So, library's a dead end. Guest bedroom gets us a bunch of steps. Aquarium gets us an exit. And we have to get into the antechamber. All right, aquarium it is. We should get some steps for this too, because it counts as a bedroom. And I built the nursery. And if we enter it, we get 5 steps from... There's no point in entering it now, because we're going to come back this way, almost certainly. So we would have to get an exit west from here, and then an exit north. Or we build our way up from here. So ideally, I want to get my hands on some dice at some point to try to increase my luck of getting a north exit in the antechamber. Okay, this run just became very important when I found the greenhouse. Okay, I want to not screw this up. The game has given me a chance. It is a stingy master, so we got to be careful. All right, we're going to pass through the aquarium to the boudoir to the dining room. I think I'm just going to eat. Because 30 plus 20 gets me 50 steps. That's more than enough, and we have other tools for getting more steps, so I don't need to worry too much about... No, I can't go... That's right, this doesn't connect to the boudoir. There's no door there, so I gotta go drafting studio, dark room, kitchen, boudoir, dining room. Okay. Drafting studio, dark room. And then kitchen. Boudoir, dining room. Did I open this? I did. I got the gem. Okay. So here's dinner. Meatloaf. Or country stew, rather. We'll take our 20 steps. 21 with the salt shaker, I guess. Okay. We got two keys, 6 coins, the pick sound amplifier. Things are looking pretty decent here. All right, let's make our way over to the lab. Let's crack this open. You don't seem to be able to pick this door's lock. Okay, that's the first time it's failed. All right. Gymnasium gets us 1 exit west. Passageway gets us 2 exits. I think this is worth the 2 gems here. Yeah. I think this is worth it. Gives me more exits. Because right now, this is my only exit. So getting 2 here is really solid. All right, so here's the moment of truth if the run is going to continue or not, and it's this doorway, right? We're definitely gonna head south, but if we don't get a north exit here, the run's over. So I might hold off on this until we check these rooms, just in case I can find a dice to help me out. Yeah, we won't draft this until we absolutely have to, because it could be a run ender. So let's go south instead. Pick the lock. Let's see. So this is a dead end, not great. Courtyard often has dirt pits that we could use. Solarium's a dead end, which I'm not happy about. I would like to draft it for sure. I don't know if unusual or rare is likely to help me here with this. So this is a gamble, right? We're near the end of the run. If I don't get a north exit from here, the run's over. So what's the better play? Building the courtyard to get an extra room here. Hope I did somehow magically. I've never dug up a dice before, but I suppose it could happen. Or we get a dice here. Or build this, see something new, and maybe increase the chances we get a rare room here. And then is that likely to have more likely to have a northern exit? I'm not sure. But I think building new rooms is good, and we do have 4 gems. So even if we get a 3-gem room drafted here, we should be able to build it still. I think we go Solarium here. Could be new information in this room. A quaint floral sitting room surrounded entirely by tinted glass planes. Yeah, we already read about this. Okay, all right, let's take a look. So we've got a vase of flowers. All right, here we go. We have some information. Mr. Nogula. Anne wanted me to remind you, once again, that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again. So to save you some stern words, I decided to draw you a little diagram to help you out. Who knows? Maybe this time it will stick. Sympathetically, Bridget. Cloister grounds access. While face to face with the angel, press the base of the 2 pillars on either side of you. Aha! Aha, okay. The cloister, right. So I was wondering if there was something related to the tomb, but it seems like it's very simple. I don't know how I missed this. But all right, now we know how to get into the cloister. That's good. Let's see. I don't need this. I definitely needed the letter in the green room and forgot to get it. Why am I not going back to the game? Yeah, I forgot to get the letter in the green room, so we might need to go back there. Well, if we get access to the aquarium, I'll probably burn the steps to go back inside. I get so excited about, like, late game stuff that it is what it is. Found an unremarkable rock. Okay. We got a puzzle here. Looks like we want green. I don't know what the rules are. Where's the reset button? Okay, that's the reset button. Or hitting something wrong is the reset button. So, yellow moves north. Green swaps? Green, what is greening doing here? What? Green hops across? Green trades with yellow? There we go. Okay, I don't fully understand how I solved this, but we solved it. What did we pick up here? An allowance token. Okay, I'll take that. 2 more allowance. Our allowance is up to 9 gold per day. That's something. Okay, so now we're back to the passageway, and we need an exit north here. Hopefully the game does not screw us over. Let's see what we get. All right, so terrace is a dead end, garage is a dead end, security gets us out to the north. Okay. Okay, all right. We're hanging on by the skin of our teeth here. Take that apple. What else have we got? Anything else? No security doors yet. This late in the run, we don't have the breaker. You know, but getting lucky enough to get the breaker room here would be amazing, but I doubt it happens. So what do we have? Laundry room. I don't think we've ever built this, right? I don't think we've ever built this, so since we're near the end of the run, I guess I'll try it. We'll see what this is about. A standard hub of domestic toil, complete with washers, dryers, and a state-of-the-art steam-powered unit leveraging the newly installed steam ducts leading from the boiler room. Despite its innocent appearance, this inconspicuous space is rumored to launder more than just linen. Likely without power, it's not going to do anything. There must be some way to control the layout. Because, like, it's ridiculous to think that you just have to wait for RNG to give you... Like, okay, so you have to draw the boiler room in the right configuration out of a pool of, what, 60 or 70 items? And then, in the adjacent room, you have to draw a room that uses or conducts the power in the right direction, in the right orientation, from a pool of 60 or 70. Like, the odds of getting that just in pure RNG are, like, insanely low. It would take thousands of attempts to get it. So there has to be some way to control what you do. All right. I don't know what to do in this room. There's no documents, no information. There's just the washing machines. This isn't going to work until it gets power. So why would I put a coin in here? I guess this one's open, so I'll try this one. Laundry services, spin cycle. What does this do? The service costs 5 coins and will exchange all of your gems with all of your coins at a rate of 1 to 1. Okay. Keys for gems, keys for coins. I see. You can, so that's what this room is for. Let's say I'm doing a run where I don't need gems and I have 12 saved up and I've run out of coins. I can come here. Well, no, you need enough coins to do it. But you can swap things around. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting and good to know. All right, so we didn't get the breaker room, which means probably, yeah, we need to go into the security settings here. I haven't missed anything. That's kind of amazing. We'll go into the keycard system. We'll set security level to low. We don't want to see any of these doors right now. And we'll set offline mode to unlocked. And then we might as well order something at the commissary. And I really want to get into the antechamber now. Staff services, special orders. What do we want? Metal detector combined with lockpick kit is pretty solid. Yeah, let's order the metal detector. It's 10 coins though, so it would be pretty expensive, but now that I know it can be used to make the lockpicking thing, I understand why it's so expensive. All right, so this is our last exit right now. We have to get north or the run's over. Please, 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 game. Right, that's our last key. No, I have the aquarium. I have the aquarium. Okay. I have the aquarium exit. All right. Okay. It's not completely dead yet. Planetarium for tomorrow. Like, get myself more stars. Okay. What is this? Billiard room has 2 keys in it, right? Gems or keys would be very welcome here. I guess we'll go billiard room and we'll grab the keys. Okay. Just a spare coin today. All right, let's see if we can solve this. 0 plus 17 is 17. 3 plus 12 is 15. And I think that's either multiplied or divided by, so it's 15. 1 plus 2 is 3. Times 2 is 6. Times 3 is 18. 5 plus 11 is 16. Divided by 4 is 4. Times 2 is 8. There's 8. All right. What do we get? A silver key? I'll take it. Okay, so now what are we doing? We got to get back to the aquarium now. So what's the way to get there? From the conference room? From the drafting studio, from the dark room? Kitchen, boudoir, dining room, laboratory, passageway, security. Okay, it's a long trek, but we can get there. I don't need the letters in this room. All right. Yeah, okay. All right. Bedroom, kitchen, dark room. You know what? Do I want to spend money on a banana? Yeah, I can take 4 extra steps for a banana here. For 2 coins. All right. I don't think I was going to spend that money on anything else. Dark room, drafting studio, conference room. I think we step into the green room one more time to look for the letter. I actually don't know if there are sketches in here, but I need to check. And it's only going to cost me 2. Okay, so I couldn't have gotten the letter here anyway, because there's no sketches in this room that I can see. Are there? What happens if I pull this again? Okay, so that closes. I don't know why you'd want to open or close it. Does it always do? It always does the same door, right? Okay. No sketches in this room? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Too bad. Into the aquarium. I have... Yeah, I have all the letters that I could get from the aquarium. All right. So, we need this door to open for sure. Hopefully... Okay, it's open. Cloister. Oh, I would love to build this. I don't have the gems for it. So there's no way we're getting in there. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Man, I finally get the lever and the greenhouse and I get this built and the game fucks me again. Gymnasium's kind of worthless. Secret passage just gets me access to this room. And there's no way to open this other door. Oh man, that is so annoying. Ugh. Like, it took so many runs just to get the possibility, and then the RNG just fucked me. It fucked me, seriously. God damn it. Like, it's not a game about solving puzzles anymore. It's a game about getting lucky, which pisses me off. This is not about it being an intellectual. This is about getting lucky. I had to spend the gems I spent just to get here, just to get the opportunity to get fucked. Ugh, god damn it. So, runs over, basically. I mean, we might get 1 or 2 more rooms, but... Oh, that is so frustrating. God damn it. I so want to just get this and go to the foundation and open the goddamn door. I don't have any way to do it. I'm just totally fucked. I can't believe they don't give you more tools to control. Like, when am I going to have this opportunity again? Like 8 more runs before I get the chance again and I have to go through all of that just to get fucked again? I don't know about this game, man. The RNG is killing me. All I need is an exit west and then an exit north. And I could make serious progress in the game. But it's like... I couldn't have 2 more gems right now? Or you couldn't give me something else? I have no other exits, so getting more keys from the experiment doesn't help me. God damn it. Let's see. I can at least get a letter here, I think. Crown and Crow. So this is letter N. I don't know why that's light blue. Count? Maybe count small gates? Not drop shadow. Outline. C-O-U-N-T, probably. Count. Maybe not. Because if this is 8 again... 8 something small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 saves. 8 dates, crack 8... Well, that's 5. This is only 4. What do we want to build? A green room is gonna... I wish I could have built the terrace earlier. That would have been helpful. Patio, courtyard, cloister. Can't build this. Shops are useless. I certainly don't need a red room. A bedroom I haven't seen, maybe? Love to build this. We haven't seen this before, but I don't have gems for it. I think that's it. I think that's the run. God damn it, is that disappointing. To finally have the greenhouse again, to also have the lever that I put in the, where is it? The coat check? I guess I have to go back here to end the run. To finally have the lever slotted and the door open, to know what to do with the key once I get there, and to get fucking blocked by the stupid RNG. It's so obnoxious. Give me a tool. Give me some way to control the layout. Give me something. I got 20 hours in this game, and it's just roll the dice and get fucked. Ugh. It's ruining the game for me, man. It really is. Because it's not a puzzle game. It's a gambling game. I can't believe people rated it so highly when it's this obnoxious. It's got like 10/10 across the board. Are people just more patient than me? Or are they just like getting better luck than me? Every time I play, I'm getting blocked from what I want to do by poor draws on the drafting, on the blueprints. Like I can't get what I want in terms of a particular room. That's a ridiculous pipe dream. I can't even get what I want in terms of exits. I get blocked off from making progress. Like I know what to do and the game won't let me. Look at this. I got 57 steps and nowhere to go. Oh, man. I don't know if I can keep... I want to... like... Everything else about the game is fantastic. I'm loving it. But the RNG is just impossible. I almost want to write a mod. I almost want to write a mod to give myself infinite dice to cheat. Because it's so fucking stupid. The way that the RNG works. You put an hour and a half into a run and the game's just like, nope, fuck you. You don't get to do what you wanted to do. Try again tomorrow. And again, and again. Try again. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Like it's seriously ruining the game for me. I might have to seriously consider modding this to give myself infinite dice. Because it's just unbelievably bad. Daniel Richards, welcome back to the channel. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be playing Expedition 33 next after I finish this game. And this game is driving me insane right now. So I don't even know if I'm going to finish it. I don't know. It's too obnoxious. The constant, like, punch to the face from the game of saying, no, you cannot do what you know you have to do. Try again. Is driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts, man. I don't know. All right, we got to get back to the code check and check the... Oh, I can't even check the broken lever because it's stuck in the wall. What a joke. I wonder if I can check the pick sound amplifier. That would be worth doing. All right, let's try that. I mean, the run's over. No exits. Totally blocked. Conference room to drafting studio. Yeah, and then a straight shot to the coat check. And we'll end the game there. Yeah, we can check this. Okay. All right, well, that's day 18. There's nothing else we can do, so we'll call it a day. Man, I don't know. Maybe modding the game is the way to go. Maybe I can just mod myself a dice cheat and just be done with the bullshit. That is going to be it for the stream today. I'd like to thank those who stopped by, including Pilachu and Daniel Richards. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, once again, that my frustration is getting the better of me. I don't know if I can continue streaming this game without something to help me get past the obnoxious nature of the RNG. It's just brutal, man. It is killing me. And like, I don't want to be dependent on luck. I want to use my brain and my intellect to solve the puzzles. I don't want to know what to do and be told, no, you can't. Spend another hour. Spend another hour and a half. Do 5 more runs and maybe you get lucky. Like, that is so frustrating. Regardless of my personal feelings, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope if you're watching this in the future, you enjoyed it as well. Maybe my rage is your joy. If that's the case, I can only be grateful. And thank you for finding something of value in this. I don't know, man. I'm gonna call it here. We'll see you guys next time. For you, take care. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you then. Bye.